Over the last 15 years, there's been an emergence of a new asset class. The asset class has resulted in the private sector, has come from the private sector investing capital and developing purpose-built student accommodation. This accommodation is student-centered. The whole building is catered to the student and their well-being. You'll find that some of the amenities in our properties have laundry facilities, Wi-Fi, which is the oxygen, excellent security. We provide 24/7 security. We've got study rooms, we've got recreational facilities, and some of these recreational facilities vary from property to property and price and product. Most importantly, a lot of the players in this market offer a student life program. So that's a program that ensures that students are looked after from a well-being perspective. The South African context is very similar to the international market that Keelan spoke to. There's also a structural undersupply of accommodation in South Africa. That's largely driven by an increase in the number of enrollments in South Africa. Education is well funded in South Africa. We've got the public sector funding from NSFAS, and the private sector is also contributing a lot to funding students. So lots of bursary programs. Parents are also sacrificing a lot to send their kids to university. These fundamentals have led to capital flowing into the sector. These are the investors that have invested in the sector. They've invested in Thrive Student Living, but also in some of our competitors, the likes of South Point, Rise Student Living, Campus Key. The Public Investment Corporation is probably the largest single investor in the sector. We've got Eskom Pension Fund that are here today. We've got Metropolitan that are also here today. We also have some of the developmental finance institutions, the likes of IFU in Denmark, we've got the IFC, and we've got Proparco. And then we've got the banks and asset managers and endowment funds. So these investors are obviously taking a long-term view. They see the financial return benefits and the social returns. On the rental side, we've seen rental growth until 2023. In 2023, we saw rentals coming down, and that was largely driven by the NSFAS cap for student accommodation allowance. Investing for impact, a lot of investors want to see impact in addition to financial returns. These are some of the SDGs that we are targeting. You've got good health and well-being, where students are given academic support, they are sponsored to participate in sporting leagues. That's to keep them active. It's better to be in a purpose-built student accommodation property from a well-being perspective than just living in someone's apartment. So for us, sustainability is having facilities where it doesn't matter from which walk of life you come from, you can be accommodated, whether you are NSFAS funded or you are privately funded, either in the same property or in the same portfolio. And I think that's the case with many of the institutionalized players in the market.